Hello, happy Monday. I'm here in my backyard and I was making a video about manifestation exercise that I wanted to share with y'all so you can prove to yourself that you do have some ability to manipulate this reality and attract to you something that maybe you've been wanting. And so I was making the video and then I got to one of the steps, which of course is grounding, a very basic, important step. And I realized, most people probably already know what it is and they're familiar with the concept and how to do it. But for the few people that don't know what it is or how to do it, I wanted to make a quick video detailing that. So yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. You just ground. You stick your bare feet, stand on the grass, the dirt, sand, anything where where your bare skin is directly contacting the earth. And so you can lay down, stand up, lean against a tree, anything like that is gonna achieve that grounding effect. And the reason you want to ground is our bodies are electric. Our body is many things, but one of the main things is they are electric. And so if you're inside all day working, let's say in an office or whatever setting, and you're always around computers, you got the Wi-Fi signal everywhere, your phone signals, TV signals, you're surrounded by electronics. These are, they emit positive ions that our body absorbs. And they're things that if they accumulate and you don't do a good job of, let's say, moving them, they can accumulate and they'll end up causing energy blockages all over your body. And what happens is, if there's too much of a blockage over time, it ends up materializing as a sickness, an illness, or a disease. Dis-ease. That's where it comes from. Is their energy is not flowing with ease, and so it's very important. It's a vital thing if you want to get into like a healthy routine, and it's very easy to do. I think the main thing is to just get out of your own way and let yourself do it. I know there's a lot of like mental blockages that come with doing like healthy routines, where let's say you might have some success with like starting a diet or quitting smoking or drinking, and then all of a sudden we relapse. And a lot of it has to do with the people we surround ourselves with. They kind of judge us. They say, oh, like, oh, you think you're better, than us, you think you're too good, and you're a bitch, you're really gonna stop drinking, come on. And so that has a lot to do with it, but then also our self judgment, our own mental barriers, where we're like, man, I don't want to. At least for me, I had that experience where I was doing it and I knew it felt good and I could feel the benefits, but I was like, fuck, I don't want to be perceived as a hippie out here just fucking standing around my bare feet and yeah, I'm getting in touch with the earth, bro. And so it was one of those mental blocks that I had, especially when you get into like when you do with a tree. This would be another step, another advanced, I guess, method, where you just, you're planting your feet down on the earth, and then you're grabbing the tree, and you just post up for 10, 15 minutes. And so what that does is it creates a circuit between your body, the tree, and the earth, and essentially, that's tree hugging. The way I saw it, and so I was like, fuck, I don't want to be seen as a tree hugger, especially here at the house. My dad was definitely judging me, and my siblings were definitely talking shit. They were like, "What the heck? Like, what is this guy doing all of a sudden?" And so I would end up saving those exercises until nighttime or in the morning, early morning, when nobody was around. But over time, I don't care. It's really just all internal. It's all just like a prejudgment. You judge yourself before anyone else has a judgment on you. And that's the most important obstacle I think we can overcome. At least for me, I'm just speaking from personal experience. And my stepmom here, she had like a problem with her intestines a few months ago, and her sister also had a very serious illness that she was diagnosed with, and they were going to the doctor, and one of the doctors recommended to them that they practice grounding, and he described exactly what I just said here. You just stick your bare feet on the ground, and so she was very shocked to hear that because she had been seeing me do it for so long. And she came back and she was like, "Hey David, like, did you hear? Like this doctor just told me to do this. It's so crazy." And she was shocked. She was like, "I thought you were crazy. I thought you were insane out here hugging trees and shit." And so that's one of the things, is that you don't have to wait. Like, don't wait until there's some big traumatic red flag event in order for you to do what's healthy, in order for you to do what's right. I think deep down we all know what we need to do and what's required for for our health, but we're just standing in our own way too much. We don't want to do it because it's not cool. Yeah, at least we perceive it to be not cool. But yeah, don't wait for some perceived external authority figure to tell you what you need to do. Tap into your own intuition and read your body and listen to the signals it's giving you, and just follow it. Just get out of your way and just do what your body is asking you to do. The body is smart. It's going to tell you what it needs to heal itself. Also, aside from that, once you start getting into meditation and people start reading up on it and they learn about the third eye and all the cool abilities and things that come with it, I think most people want to jump straight into it. They don't want to do any groundwork on the lower chakras, and they want to go straight to having the tight abilities, astral projection and psychic intuition and all these cool, seeing auras, and everyone wants to do that, and those are all cool and those are all great, and you can build up to those in time. But it's very important, if you want to get to those levels and maintain those levels, to do proper groundwork and maintain the groundwork. You can't build a tall building without a stable base. And a lot of times, if you just jump into doing the higher chakra work and those types of exercises, you're going to open a lot of doors that you're not ready for, and it could lead to psychosis, psychotic episodes, and you think you're going crazy, and there's a lot of risk involved. I don't want to scare anybody away from it, of course. It's great. Overall, it's a great thing to be able to do, to perceive things other than physical matter. But as with all things, we are multidimensional. As much as we are up there, we exist in the higher dimensions, we're still inhabiting a human body on this physical plane in this physical world. And so groundwork is always, always, always going to be very important. And you don't want to overlook it. It's just ground. That's why they call it grounding. It's stable. You got to have stable ground. And one of the ways you can know if you need to ground yourself, I would say do it at least twice a week, 3 times a week. But one of the ways to know if you need more, just listen to your body, listen to the cues. So if you're having trouble sleeping, if you're having like racy thoughts, like anxiety, and you're feeling like stressed out all the time, that is a big sign that you need to do some groundwork. And I'm not sure, I think I maybe covered all the basics. Yeah, there's definitely like a basic understanding. There's a big science behind it that maybe we can get into on other videos, but that's definitely a basic understanding, and I think that's gonna work good enough for now, just so we can get into the manifestation exercise that I got planned for y'all. So I'm definitely excited about that. I know some people, I've shared it with friends before, and they've used it with success, and I've used it for success myself, so I want to be able to share that with you. All right, have a good rest of your day.